It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the NFC South. It's the Panthers and the Bucs, and it comes your way next.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Today, we've got an NFC South matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Here's the former Illini kicker, Chase McLaughlin, to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second down, back to Sanders. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here is Young. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Young. He'll find his man, Terrace Mark. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. We know turnover margin always key, going to be really key in this one, and to force an opening drive turnover, that's huge.
It is, and you know something? There's one coach on every team that weighs in at the worst possible time, right? And this is bad. He just fumbled the football. Can't you just hear him right now? Son, you messed it up for everyone on that one. Messed up our offense, and now you put our defense in a bad spot.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. A first carry for Rachaad White. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's returnable now for Smith. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now Young. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw, Young. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hubbard. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. It's a second down run with Sanders. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On play action, Young. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Young off the play fake. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Young will set to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Touchdown! Adam Thielen. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He completes this to Russell Gage. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Throwing, Mayfield. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
They'll go up the middle with White.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Mayfield on first down. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw taken in by Evans here. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there.
Fourth down, Mayfield. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. This one taken in by Otton. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They want to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
Here's White.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. Now Mayfield. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bucs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Young on 3rd down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Come on, dog!
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out Do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Let's go, fellas.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Facing short yardage on 3rd down, but he was able to pick up a very sizable gain.
He certainly was, and I think that maybe they were fooled a little bit because you and I both know this is a passing league, and that's not normally a running down, and they fooled him with it. Safety had to make the play. Otherwise, he's still running, and the next thing, he runs right into the goalpost.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Running behind center with Vaughn. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Vaughn diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From the 6. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They go play action. Young. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Second and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Young. The Sanders has got it complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 1 yard to go on third down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
Let's go, baby.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Young now. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Young. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. To the air once more, Young. Being chased out left. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
It's Young on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Hubbard.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Step up right now.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Now Young. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Sanders toss left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Let's go, man.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here is Young. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. To throw, Young. And this is going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Eddie Pinheiro on now.
From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rachaad White.
He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Mayfield on 1st down. On the screen, this is Edmonds. They juked him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield now.
He'll swing that out to Edmonds.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Mayfield to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Open man has got it. It's complete.
And he's going to have the Bucs 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing, Mayfield. This is intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here to the pick.
And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this 1st half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Following the interception, Young. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Over the middle to Evans.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw again on second down. Mayfield looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 3rd and short.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Mayfield looks to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Carolina. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Mayfield.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Mayfield. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll get this to the 32.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now Young. Open man as Thielen is complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Young now. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Young on 3rd down. Wide open. It's Marshall complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. A play fake, now Young. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
That throw by Young incomplete. Terrace Marshall, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 4.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Again, it's Young. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14.
What's the deal, y'all?
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area you're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide, usually going to pick up a holding call.
Young.
And that is incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and that will keep this a 4-point game. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Mayfield on play action. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 35.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Big Derek Brown making the stop.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Let's go get it.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They're going to look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Play fake. Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack. 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen. So you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
After the sack on 1st down, Mayfield. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Carolina offense about ready to go.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 1st and 10, Young. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa.
Young.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Second down, back to Sanders.
A nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now here's Young. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Sanders. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Once again with Sanders. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. So a little extra time to ponder this third and goal as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards. Young to throw it. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro.
This one taken just inside the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot a bit.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Let's ride, dog. Let's go, baby. Let's go, man. Let's go now. Let's go. You know.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
First down, here's White. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The Bucs on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A first down throw for Young. Over the middle, complete. It's Marshall. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Running right, here's Sanders. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How've they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Young's throw here on target to Hurst. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Young to throw it. And he'll just get rid of it.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And that's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Panthers. Adam Thielen. with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2.
The Young's going to throw for this.
And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
The drive starts with a run by White.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. White again.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 60 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They run straight ahead here with White. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Evans has it left side. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Don't walk out here, man.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. The Bucs on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking downfield for Godwin. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
What's up, man?
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And he's brought down. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. On the ground with Vaughn. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Mayfield looks to throw, and he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cade Otton. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Adam Thielen, he gets set to go again with the rest of this offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and bottom line is protect the football, just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. And a good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays, that will be the key to this drive.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here's Young.
Throw left side complete. That's Marshall. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. A gain there of 21 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Now Young.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Young.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hubbard. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 24-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
That's caught over the middle by Hurst.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
Now Young. Again, that's Hurst.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Second and 5 from the 8. Young to throw.
Buying time to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead. and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Buccaneers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.